Before we get started with today's show, I want to give a shout out to Brent Fowles, Director of Cybersecurity and Business Services at Western University in London, Ontario, Canada. I had the honor of presenting Brent with the CISO of the Year award, along with my co-host, Sean Guthrie, the president of the CIO Association of Canada, CIO CAN. These awards recognize leadership, seeing clearly through complexity, making bold choices, and guiding teams through pressure and change. And as one of the judges, I can say that these national awards are highly competitive, and even being one of the finalist nominees is an honor. Congratulations, Brent. And for those of you who might not know, CIO CAN is a peer-run organization. It's run by CIOs and CISOs from across Canada. And for those whose alphabet ends in a Z, it's a fantastic network for a CISO. Don't burn out and be on your own. Join up and support each other with peers like Brent. OpenAI's Atlas browser faces early security concerns. Glassworm hides in Visual Studio Code extensions with over 35,000 downloads. AI IDEs ship with 94 known Chromium bugs, exposing 1.8 million developers. And ISACA says AI-driven attacks are now the top security fears for 2026. Given today's story, is it any wonder? This is Cybersecurity Today. I'm your host, Jim Love. Let's get into it. A new self-spreading worm called Glassworm has been discovered inside Visual Studio Code extensions, and one report said it's already been downloaded more than 35,000 times before being detected. Researchers at Koi Security found the malware hidden in 7 extensions on the OpenVSX marketplace and at least one in Microsoft's own VS Code marketplace. They describe it as one of the most sophisticated supply chain attacks they've ever seen and have posted a list of affected extensions on their website so organizations can check their systems. What makes Glassworm so dangerous is how well it hides. The malicious JavaScript is written using invisible Unicode characters, variation selectors that show up as blank space in the editor. To a developer, it looks like empty lines. To scanners, it looks like nothing. But to AI, it's executable code. Once installed, the malware steals developer credentials from GitHub, Git, and NPM, drains funds from crypto wallets, turns developer machines into proxy servers, and installs hidden remote access tools for control. It even uses the Solana blockchain and a Google Calendar event for command and control, making it unusually difficult to shut down. Security teams and organizations where VS Code is used should treat this as an active incident. You need an inventory of installed extensions and a comparison against that known affected list. You need to turn off automatic updates and review every extension across developer machines. Now, Koi is a vendor and undoubtedly wants to sell you some tools, but right now their site has the best list of affected extensions we've been able to find. And if anybody has a better verified source, please let me know. I'll post it on Monday's show. For the moment, the safest move is to block untrusted marketplaces and allow list-only approved extensions until the threat is fully contained. Security researchers at Ox Security say the latest release of the AI-powered IDEs Cursor and Windsurf are running on outdated components, including old versions of Chromium and Google V8 JavaScript engine, leaving them vulnerable to more than 94 already patched security flaws. Together, these tools are used by an estimated 1.8 million developers worldwide. The researchers demonstrated an exploit using one of those bugs, an integer overflow flaw tracked as CVE 2025-7656, showing that a malicious link could crash the editor, and in real-world conditions might allow for remote code execution. Now, despite the issue being responsibly disclosed on October 12th, the risks remain. Bleeping Computer reports that Cursor labeled the report out of scope, while Windsurf didn't respond at all. And that's a problem, because the Electron-based apps like these package a fixed Chromium build. Unless developers regularly update that embedded browser, they inherit every browser vulnerability that's been fixed since their last release. In this case, that means 94 of them, some of them critical. If your developers are using Cursor or Windsurf, put this on your incident list and press these vendors for patched builds. And if you hear that that's out of scope or you don't get an answer, maybe it's time to go looking for a new tool set. I'm a huge booster of moving forward towards an enterprise level of vibe coding, but we have to do it responsibly. AI is fast becoming a hacker's weapon of choice. A new global survey from ISACA finds that cybersecurity professionals are now seeing AI-driven attacks as their top threat heading into 2026, overtaking ransomware and insider breaches for the first time. According to ISACA's 2026 Tech Trends and Priority Pulse poll, nearly 6 in 10 security, audit, and risk professionals say AI-powered threats will keep them up at night next year. 59% cited AI and deepfakes as their biggest concern, compared with 36% worried about delayed breach detection and 35% citing insider threats. And it's not just theoretical. 63% said AI-driven social engineering, from cloned voices and fake videos to automated phishing, is now their biggest fear. Attackers are already using AI to craft convincing messages, mimic executives, and scale deception in ways human criminals never could. Only 13% of respondents said their organizations are very prepared to handle these risks. Nearly a third admitted they're not ready at all. The speed of AI adoption is outpacing the defenses meant to contain it, and the strain is starting to show, with 41% of professionals saying simply keeping up with AI's pace is their biggest personal challenge. But unfortunately, AI won't wait, and neither can defenders. The technology that's transforming our business is now transforming the threat landscape faster than most organizations can respond. And that's our show for today. You can reach me with tips, comments, or constructive criticism at technewsday.com or .ca. Just use the Contact Us form. I'm your host, Jim Love. Thanks for listening.